This is my 2022 Chevy Silverado, and I'm almost to 25,500 miles, and let's do a review. The very first thing I'd like to talk about that I really love on this truck is the Multiflex tailgate. Unlock it. There's another button on the bottom you push, let it down, and then you let the foot down. Excellent. I really like how this truck comes with a receiver hitch built into it. Got my little TriStar plugged into it for Tennessee. But I love how it comes with a 4-flat plug already included for the 4-flat trailer plug, and it also comes with an RV plug. I love the camera. This is the backup camera. You can point it straight down at the hitch, or you can point it towards regular backing. This is also a light that shines down on the hitch whenever you turn the cargo lights on. On the 2-wheel drive model, I really like the stance on this truck. I'm not one to level my trucks because I actually like to use them for work, and I think leveling the truck just makes it have the Carolina squat easier, which is not my thing. But I really enjoy the factory stance. I'm a little old, so I like the front end down just a little bit and the back end just up just a little bit. This has got a perfect amount of that. This truck did not come with the factory rally stripes, but the dealer added them on before I picked up the truck. I really like them. I think it adds a lot of character to the truck. Real good sporty appearance too. So far, they've held up pretty good. This particular truck has a powered driver's seat, which is great because I'm a little shorter. I'm about 5'8", 5'9", on a good day. I really like this because I like to roll my window down and keep my arm out the window, just like my forefathers before me who owned trucks. And the seats, guys, the seats are just about the best seats I've ever sat in my life. I am so comfortable in this truck. It's just a basic custom trim, so it's got a few little upgrades, but overall I really like it. I haven't cleaned up the truck because we use our truck all the time, but I want you to see with my seat where it normally goes. This is how much legroom I have as a grown adult. Plenty of room. So if you have kids, maybe you have big car seats or something like that, definitely get the crew cab. This is the back of the console. I love that I have air vents in the back for my backseat passengers. The infotainment system on this truck is amazing. Absolutely love it. It's pretty simple. I think this is the 7 or 8 inch display, but it does come in with plug-in Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I don't really worry about wireless because I need to charge my phone anyway. Whenever I'm in the truck, I'm usually in the truck for several hours, so it doesn't bother me that it's not wireless CarPlay. The only thing that this particular truck doesn't have is the built-in brake controller, but it does have the 110 outlet up here, and it does have an extra 12-volt power supply. It's got the 2 USBs right here, a USB-A and a USB-C. So that has worked out great. I don't know if the video can catch it, but I've got my brake controller right here at my knee as well. It's a Prodigy P2, link in the description if you're interested in one of these. It works great. After 25,000 miles, there's a few things that I don't really particularly care for in this truck. Let's talk about those for just a minute. One of the main things is that there's no center armrest fold down for the rear passengers in the custom trim, at least in this particular truck. I'd really like to have that for them. But other than that, I'm really pleased with the truck. The rear seat passengers don't complain about that. That's just something that bugs me a little bit. There are cup holders in the doors, so there's not a problem there. The passengers are still very comfortable in the truck. Now let's talk about the real reason why you clicked on this video. You wanted to find out what my thoughts on the 2.7 liter were after 25,000 miles. The truth of the matter is, I'm going to list for you everything that has went wrong with my 2.7 liter as far as the engine is concerned. I'm going to hold up my hand and hold up all of them. Big fat 0. I've changed the oil, I've rotated the tires, that's it. This truck, as far as the engine is concerned, has never had a wrench turned on it other than to do maintenance, change the oil and that sort of thing. This truck has been extremely reliable through 25,000 miles. I've not had a valve failure, turbo failure, none of the horror stuff that you're hearing online. None of that stuff has happened to this truck, and I attribute that to the fact that I have left it stock. I have not put any aftermarket equipment on this engine. I just let the engine go as it was designed from the factory. This engine is excellent. I do want to show you this little ding that I've got right here. If you have a truck with a Multiflex tailgate and you tow trailers, you probably know what that is too. Because of the design and how they came up with the Multiflex tailgate, if you have a drawbar or any accessory in your receiver hitch and you let down the step part of the tailgate or the Multiflex part of the tailgate, it's going to crash into the ball or whatever you got plugged in there. I don't know how you would design around that, and I know there's supposed to be a way that you can lock this so that somebody can't drop this piece of the tailgate, the Multiflex tailgate, and do that. I've not been able to figure it out. I've tried to follow the manual and it just doesn't work for me, but that's a con. Now, I didn't do this myself. My wife was actually driving the truck and she didn't realize I left the drawbar in it whenever we were towing the camper, so just dropped it on there. No big deal. So don't be too hard on somebody if they do that. It's just a mistake, but it is a design flaw in this particular design. So you're going to get a couple bumps and scrapes on it if somebody tries to do that while you've got a hitch in there. The answer to that is every time you're done towing a trailer, pull the hitch out, pull the drawbar out or the accessory out, then you won't have to worry about that again. I made that mistake one time. As far as how the truck tows, I am completely satisfied with how this truck tows. Just a little bit of my experience. I tow recreationally only. I tow a friend of mine's car trailer every now and then, and I tow these big giant travel trailers all across the southeast, hopefully out west one day too. I've used F350 dualies, I've used half tons, have never actually used a 3/4 ton to tow a big trailer, but as far as that is concerned, this truck, I'm totally satisfied with it. I absolutely love towing with this truck, and I tow 7,200 pounds, and I tow in the mountains, and I tow all over the place in Tennessee. How would it do in the Rockies? I suspect it would be just fine. That's what I suspect. This truck has almost 2,000 pounds of payload, has more than enough capacity for what I want to do with it. The trailer rating on this little 2.7 liter in this chassis is around 9,200 pounds. So I've got plenty of capacity on the trailer. Weight, that thing weighs about 72 to 7,500 pounds loaded. It's about 31 feet overall. I air the tires up a little bit. I'm good to go. This truck does not come with factory tow mirrors. I'm sure you can order them if you want to. I know there's some aftermarket alternatives so you can put the big Dumbo ear style tow mirrors on here if you really want to. I don't really like the way those look on this particular truck. On the half ton, they look great on the 3/4 ton and heavy duty truck. I like these smaller mirrors for whenever I'm doing mostly home errand stuff, right? And just driving the truck. So what do I use? I use these K-Source snap and zap tow mirrors. And let me just show you real quick how these go on. These are just the factory plastic mirrors. They just slip over the top of the mirror, and then they just hook on. If you had painted mirrors, probably be a little more careful, but it's got a place for your more expensive trim lines for like the side markers and the puddle lights and stuff like that. This is a custom. It don't get that fancy stuff, but that's my solution. As you can see, the K-Source mirrors preserve your main mirror, so you still get your main mirror that you can point out toward your blind spot, and then you get this extra mirror that you can point straight down the whole rig. I really like these. I tend to prefer these little slip-on mirrors. I can have multiple views, and I'm really satisfied with that. These are Westin 3-inch diameter side steps that I bought from eTrailer.com, I think. They were around $200 with free shipping. I really like these things. They have these replaceable plastic pads, so if you ever destroy one of those, you can replace them. I don't know how you would do that. I guess you have a higher chance of losing it, something reaching up and grabbing it and pulling it off, than you would to destroy it. They're pretty steady. They're okay. They're not great. There's a little bit of rust on one of them. I noticed one of the mounts. They're okay. So $200-300, however much they were. I'll try to find the link and put it in the description if I can remember. And yeah, they work. They look okay too. They kind of match the blackout theme that I was going with. My bed cover is a Gator cover. Again, it was a couple $100. It's flexible. It's the heavy duty vinyl. I just wanted something to be able to sort of protect what's inside the bed. Of course, it doesn't stop a knife or anything like that, but hey, if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. Let me show you real quick how easy it is to go from my bed covers on to I got full use of my bed. Just let the tailgate down, let the Multiflex down, and then I've got a trigger lock here. And I just roll it all the way up. Works great. Another good thing about the Multiflex is it makes an excellent tailgating seat. Whenever I go to a drive-in theater, I can just use my Multiflex. No need to bring extra seats. It's great. This particular custom also has the embed 110 volt plug. I have no idea if it works great or not. I've never had to use it. It also has the embed LEDs, so whenever I've got the cargo light on, all of these LEDs are on as well. Works awesome. That'll just about do it for my 25,000 mile review of my 2022 Chevy Silverado. If you got any questions, hit me up down in the comments. I'll be more than happy to answer you. Y'all take care. Talk at you later.